What's going on, guys? John Neves here, and in past few weeks we've been given a sneak peek of sorts of Cherry Mobile's upcoming Flare series of phones in the form of leaks. Now, the most intriguing member of that particular lineup is the Flare Infinity. It's one of the few phones of Cherry Mobile to actually go over the 10,000 peso mark. And while they have actually released a couple of flagship phones before, I'm making air quotes, this is the first one that actually deserves the title. So without further ado, let's take a look at our initial review of the Cherry Mobile Flare Infinity. Like we said earlier, Cherry Mobile has dabbled in phones over the 10,000 peso mark before, which usually get the title of flagship when they're released. The Flare Infinity is unique in that it's one of the few phones that actually deserve that title alone in terms of looks. The phone uses a body that's fashioned from a single block of aluminum, which gives it quite a bit of durability and a heck of a lot of heft. The unibody construction means that there is zero flex or creaks in the entirety of the device. The phone has rounded corners and curved sides for ergonomics. The right side of the phone houses the volume rocker, power button, and the side-mounted fingerprint scanner, while the left side of the phone houses the hybrid SIM/micro SD slot. On the top of the phone is a 3.5mm jack, while the USB Type-C port is located on the bottom, flanked by two speaker grills. The side-mounted fingerprint scanner is quite unique for local brands. Usually you see fingerprint scanners on the back or on the front. The side-mounted position of the fingerprint scanner on the Flare Infinity is certainly unique. As far as actual use goes, it's fine. It quickly unlocks the device even with its reduced footprint, though you will have to make sure that you lay your finger flat on the scanner until it unlocks the phone. If you move it at all during that process, it's not going to work and you will have to do it again. Once you flip the phone over, you'll see the 16 megapixel rear camera with f2.0 aperture lens with dual tone LED flash. The phone has two prominent antenna strips on the top and on the bottom. Now, the main appeal of the Flare Infinity is the near bezel-less display. The 5.5-inch Full HD LTPS edge-to-edge display looks stunning, easily comparable to the flagship offerings of other brands, other international brands that is. 2.5D glass layered on top of it, plus the Gorilla Glass 3 protection is simply icing on an already beautiful cake. It's one of the nicest displays we've ever seen on a phone offered by a local brand. As far as display quality goes, the display looks fantastic. The colors are bright, vivid, and very punchy. It's a treat to the eyes. You really have to see it in person to appreciate the quality of the display. Now, moving on to the internals. The Flare Infinity sports MediaTek's Helio P10 processor paired with 4GB of RAM. Now, to be honest, we've had our problems with the P10 processor before when we first encountered it in the Flash Plus 2. To be honest, the P10 was a bit of a disappointment. Slow, sluggish, it couldn't handle graphically intense Android games. Now, the Flare Infinity doesn't have the same problems as the Flash Plus 2. We suspect that the 4GB of RAM inside the phone actually helps a lot in making the phone feel smooth, but once you actually start playing games like Asphalt 8, you're definitely going to see the limitations of the P10 processor. But if you're using the Flare Infinity merely just a phone and just like Android apps, there's absolutely no problems that we can see. There's 32 GB of expandable internal storage on tap, which means you'll have more than enough space for all of your stuff. Now, the Flare Infinity has a rather steep price of 12,999 compared to Cherry's other offerings, but it definitely feels like a better deal compared to Cherry Mobile's Helio X20 powered M1. The M1 had a plastic design, it didn't feel good, had battery problems, all of that. Hopefully, the Flare Infinity will fare better in our full review. That is it for our quick look at the Flare Infinity. We're going to be using this phone as our daily driver from now on, and you can probably expect the full review, photos and everything, probably in the next 2 weeks. So that's it. That's pretty much it for me. My name is John Neves. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, comment. check out our other videos that we link down below. If you have any questions about the Cherry Mobile Flare Infinity, just leave them down below and we'll try to get to them if we can. Thank you very much, Unbox. Peace out.